what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm Steven and this is my GR Corolla, which I finally brought home. Dude, it's been a long time since this car has been in this garage. I literally just picked it up today, guys, and it is, let me show you guys the time. It is literally 2:45 a.m. and I am so freaking happy. I can't even go to sleep. So today we have nothing else better to do but to throw some love on this car. I'm gonna be installing a lot of goodies. You guys have no idea the amount of goodies I've gathered the last year to throw on this baby. And so today we're gonna be focusing on the engine bay. We're gonna be making it spicy, making it just cool to look at, honestly. And yeah, so let's get into this. Alright boys, here's a little sneak peek of the parts I've gathered the last year. It's just everywhere in the garage. But today I'm gonna be focusing on the engine bay and also some other goodies. But right now I'm gonna start the video off with the engine bay. So first I took off the radiator shroud, just to have more space to do the Dressel Bolts titanium engine bay kit. I also have some golden wrench goodies and just some other little things I'm gonna throw onto here. I can't wait to install this new brace bar. I haven't seen anyone else run it. But first things first, I had to take off this old strut bar that I had on. I have one brace on this side, the other side is not there. But I have to take off this side and then we're gonna have the new one. And bingo, we got the old bracket from my Tom strut bar off, and I'm gonna show you guys the new one. If you guys can already tell, it is from Saibon. I'm gonna be mounting their strut bar, and it is full carbon, like you guys can see. Really freaking dope. Can't wait to throw this on. It is matte, but it's okay. It's still carbon, but it should be cool. Beautiful bar. But I was taking a look already, and I noticed I'm gonna have to mount it to the back right there. So I'm gonna take off these three little bolts, and then this should mount like right there. All right, first little nut is off, and so it's just three little nuts, which is pretty cool. So should be fairly easy to do. Right here, the closer one to you is actually just the most annoying one. Loose like a goose. Here we go. Nut number 3 out. Alright boys, so I found out it's actually easier to remove the wiper cowl a little bit because there's no way I'm going to be able to fit any of my tools in there. There we go. So just take the little cover off. You can use a flathead screwdriver. And yeah, so it's just a 14mm. And so we're going to take this off just to allow us to get space to do this all the way. Okay, so after removing the nut, this thing, you just want to fold it backwards like this and pull up, and it comes off fairly easy. So now that we have this off, it should be a lot easier to access everything I need to. Okay, so the second nut is off. You guys just got to be careful that you don't accidentally drop it in there, because good luck. I'm pretty sure just removing the whole cowl would be easy. Our handy dandy screwdriver. Alright, so nut is off the wiper. Go. Just like that. Okay, so the wiper cowl is now out, so it should be fairly easy to do this job. It's kind of crazy that you have to do this to install a strut bar, but it should be worth it with how it looks at the end. Let me give you guys a little sneak peek of what I'm dealing with. So you want to take off the 3 nuts here, and right there as well. And then you also want to take off the nut on this one too. And so this will allow you to move this freely and hopefully give you enough clearance to take off the last nut. Alright boys, after losing my mind for an hour, I figured out what you need to do. So you need to take out all these 10mm that are behind, and then also that little, like, the wiper module easily comes off. It's just 2 also 10mm that are there. So one is right there, and it was right there. One's right there, and then one's right there. And so after you do that little grommet, you just pull forward, remove the wiper module, and then you just remove these 10mm that are all throughout the back. And then after that, this thing easily lifts up, and then I'll show you guys in a second what you need to do next. Alright, so I got the strut bar mounted, but not all the way. So it wasn't that bad. So what I did was I came from the middle, and then I lifted this up with my one hand, and then I guided it into all 3 holes on each side with the bar. It wasn't too difficult, so now I think it's just adding the nuts back and then working our way back around. And boom, guys, we have the Saibon carbon fiber strut bar installed. It's absolutely beautiful. It really is functional. It literally mounts to the top of the strut bars. And yeah, so I torqued them all to 37 foot-pound torque on each of the 3 nuts. And it should be good. They're good to go. So that is the strut bar first, and let's see what other goodies we can knock out as well. Alright guys, so the next part is going to be from Racer X. Shout out to Racer X. And we're going to be installing the fender shrouds, which go right there. Yeah, so the fender shrouds should be fairly easier to replace. Comes with all the hardware, all the goodies you actually need. But the only thing I hate are these stupid, like, I don't even know, these are like the weirdest clips I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so after tussling with it for a little bit, I literally just gave up and just pulled out hard. Nothing happened, nothing broke, and it just fell off. So, alright boys, so after you take off the 10mm that was right here, you want to lay the fender shroud right on top of it and line it up with the holes and everything, and then it comes with really beautiful hardware. It's pretty nice actually. And so you want to start threading it here first, kind of like loosely so you can still move it around just by hand. And then after you do that, you want to grab one of these again. And then you also want to grab your nut and your washer. And so you're going to feed it through there first, and then on the bottom, you're going to go through and make sure that you don't drop it, but yeah. Just like that. And then you want to get your little Allen key and just start twisting. You don't want to go too tight, you don't want to crack anything, boys. Oh. And there you have it. It is nicely installed. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so this is what it looks like. It actually looks pretty good compared to the OEM. It's just more machined, and you can just tell how like the better quality that it is and everything, and you can still see Racer X on the side. So, looks really clean, just a little subtle little thing I'm gonna do, but here's the comparison. So, OEM to Racer X. Alright, so that is the second one, and I think it looks really, really good. Yeah, it really complements the engine bay. And here's like a little overview shot real quick. Makes a little bit of a big difference actually. You would think they wouldn't, but it makes it look really clean. None of that cheap OEM plastic stuff. It really matches the flow of what are going on. And they also have red. They make red and black hardware in case you want to go and show off that way as well. So the next thing we're going to be doing is installing all the Neochrome hardware that I got from Dress Up Bolts, and it's going to look like this. So really, really excited. It's going to really tighten the engine bay together. This is kind of the second theme I was going to go for, Neochrome. See how it looks and everything. But I also got the part where it goes onto the actual fender shroud as well. So we'll see how this goes. You guys a little sneak peek so far. So we added the 3 little new bolts right there, and it looks super good. It's a subtle little detail that's gonna add a lot of character to the engine bay. It's all in the details that matter, guys, and I can't wait to see how everything looks. But that's the progress so far. Okay, so I went ahead and finished installing everything. It is super, super clean. I love it. I'm really, really happy. It makes a subtle little detail. I didn't install maybe like two nuts and bolts. So it's just these two. I didn't put, because I didn't want to mess with anything electrical, but you could if you want. You won't even see them anyways. It's just whatever. But other than that, it looks pretty clean. Pretty clean. Alright boys, so I fast forward a little bit. I drilled all the holes for the radiator shroud using a 3x8 drill bit, and I added these walnuts inside so this hardware can easily fit in the radiator shroud. So let's see how this looks. Bro, you guys cannot tell me this engine bay is not sick. I love all the titanium hardware and the carbon fiber stuff we did to it. And if you guys thought it was gonna end there, no it's not, because we have carbon fiber eyelids. Shout out to my boy Alex, bro. He hooked me up with these a long time ago, over a year ago. And these were on his car, he parted out. Long story short, we're gonna be throwing them on the GR, stuttering. And yeah, let's see how it looks. And this is what I was referring to. These are my old eyelids, and they're kind of like chopped. Really Just old wrap I did. And I think the carbon fiber would really set it off. It'd look good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the Iron Man vibe for a little bit. But I don't know. I think I'm tired of it, to be honest. Damn, these make a huge difference, bro. Holy, it really flows well with the car. And I'll compare it to the other side. You can just tell the difference, dude. Like, night and day. I really don't like this anymore after seeing carbon. It's really clean. And these are from EPR International. If you guys are interested, they make really good products. This actually fits way better than that one. I got that from eBay. This has really flush fitment. It's really good. I recommend it. Alright boys, that's the engine bay. It absolutely looks so sick. And if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything supports the channel. And stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to be making some more serious videos, some laid back videos, some driving videos. Everything will be really cool. I'm just learning how to do this well. And so just bear with me. But thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers too. We hit that milestone. And thank you for all the love and everything. And yeah, so car's finally done. It runs. Makes around 350 horsepower on 91. And pretty soon I'm going to be going back to Ronnie and we're going to be tuning it on 100 octane. So drop your guesses in the comments. What do you think it's going to make? I think it's going to make around 400. We'll see. That'll be cool. But other than that, car drives amazing, sounds amazing. And stay tuned to the next video. I'm going to show you guys all that stuff in the next video. But if you guys also like this video, all the parts that I installed are in the description below. So you guys can order them there as well. But thank you guys so much for everything and peace.